people, happy Friday. Hope everybody is planning on having a safe and blessed weekend. It's just begun, or it's just beginning. But there's a lot of news going on today. They said that 52 people have possibly died in a bus crash near Niagara Falls up in upstate New York. Like this thing. There's some type of bus tour that says like 52 people. They said the bus flipped over or something. I gotta watch it. I just kind of vaguely heard the news and saw the flash on Telegram. And they said up to 52 people they think may have died or been hurt during that bus crash up in New York. And I also read on the CNN, another hiker has been found. They discovered him, had to go and find him, and he has luckily been found alive. He was hiking somewhere and was missing for 6 days. Went missing for 6 days. So I gotta go read the story and see just what it is that he survived on as far as food or whatever. See, he might have packed some food with him, because they do tell them when they have their little knapsacks or whatever they're taking with them, or backpacks, to take some food just in case you get stranded or lost out there in the hiking in the mountains or somewhere, wherever they recovered this guy. I think they found him. He's hiking it. They said hiking trail, so they must have found him in the woods or in the mountains, some stupid where. I don't know. But why them people do that? Go places where they know bears and not tigers. Tigers is in the jungle. Bears and wolves and coyotes and mountain lions live, and they go up there hiking on those hiking trails, and some venomous snakes, and they go up there willy-nilly trying to camp and hike and run and jog and all kind of foolishness, and then get lost up there, and then somebody got to go. They got to assemble a search and rescue team to go find them. But luckily this person, he survived his test of fate. So they found him. But I gotta read the story in more detail. But he was missing for 6 days. That's that whole arrogant, I think I can go anywhere and conquer anything. That's that attitude, that they think they can just go anywhere and dangerous trails and climb mountains and swim at the bottom of the ocean and then get ate up by a dang on whale or a shark or something, or get capsized in a boat or something. You shouldn't even be out there in the middle of the ocean if you ain't got no professional business being out there. That's how the Cosby Show guy, he died out there swimming in the ocean. They said he's on vacation in Costa Rica. Rest in peace, Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner. But that's just how they said he lost his life at 54 years old. And his daughter, they said his 8-year-old daughter darn near lost her life too. Out there swimming in the ocean and got caught up in a tide or current or something, and that's what caught Malcolm Jamal Warner. Luckily, the people rescued the little girl, his daughter, but he ended up dying because he's out there swimming in the ocean and got caught up and lost his life at 54 years old. And then that's something. The woman that played his mother, Felicia Rashad, and her sister Debbie Allen, their mother just passed away. She was 102. This woman lived 102 years old, and she passed away yesterday, I believe. He's 54 and he dies trying to swim in the ocean on vacation on the beach. That's why I don't play when it comes to water and stuff like that. Even when I go fishing or whatever, I don't go in no boat. I'm not going in no boat, in no little old bitty boat, in no big body of water, because I'm not doing that. If I don't have a professional reason to be out there swimming, like catching fish or something like that, for a job or in the Marines or something like that. I'm not going in no big body of water on no doing motorboat, what them bikes, motorcycle on the water thing, what they call them, on them, and nothing like that, and surfing and all that stuff, because you testing fate, you putting God to the test. And that's why they call people like that daredevils, because the devil dare you to do something dangerous like that, play with your life. And they do it all the time. And a lot of them don't make it. But this guy, he was lucky he survived the one that they just found. But anyway, what was I getting on? Oh, the guy swimming in the ocean, he died. Anyway, stop playing. Play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. But may God have mercy on the souls that passed away doing that type of stuff. Also, Trump has, Trump didn't do it. The Department of Justice raided John Bolton's house, saying that they are going to see if he held some classified documents. That's the same thing that they raided Mar-a-Lago for. And that's the same thing that they said Joe Biden did, but Joe Biden didn't get brought up on charges. So, Bolton, he was a critic of Trump, they said on the news. He was a staunch, he was an opponent of Trump. He was a critic of Trump. And, they just raided his house. The FBI just raided his house up in Bethesda, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. Today, or was it yesterday? I think it was today. They raided his house, and Trump, and they said this is his retribution because of the way they did Trump at Mar-a-Lago. They went up in Trump's house in Mar-a-Lago, and Roger Stone. They raided his house, had a pre-dawn raid, and went and ransacked his house and stuff like that, you know. And they actually put Roger Stone in prison, and they were trying to put Trump in prison. So I bet you when all the time that they were raiding Mar-a-Lago, Trump was probably, man, I know Trump probably got security cameras up in there when they did it. Trump was probably remembering faces, badge numbers, and all that stuff, and like, oh yeah, y'all better hope. The thing about it is when you aim to shoot somebody, you better not miss. And see, when they raided Trump and brought all them charges and stuff against him, they aimed a lot of guns at him, and they missed every shot because he escaped every bullet they shot at him. They fired at him. They even threw out the $515 million judgment that the state of New York had against him and shut his businesses down in New York. The judge overturned the fines, the $515 million fines. So that's done away with. So the only thing that Trump is on the hook for with the fines is that E. Jean Carroll lady for over, $100 and something million that he owes her. She probably will never see a dime of that. But Trump is like this. Hey, y'all, it's politics. Politics is a dirty game, y'all. It's a dirty game. And Trump, his first term, he didn't know just how dirty it was until all of that stuff happened. And now in his second term, he's pretty much, kind of know how to navigate the political waters. It's, the political ocean, because it's full of killer whales. It's full of orcas. And he's probably, letting John Bolton know, hey, remember Mar-a-Lago? You think I forgot about Mar-a-Lago? Where y'all ran up in my house? On my property, look, tearing out drawers and pulling out underwear and stuff, running, looking for documents and stuff, trying to bury me, make sure I spend the rest of my life in prison. Now you see how it feels. But it's all in the game of politics, honey. That's how they play. They play dirty about politics is the devil's playground. That's why I don't understand why Trump he has a purpose of why he's in there. That's I just kept saying I don't know why he even bothered to even get into politics, but he has a purpose. But yeah, they should have when they shot them bullets and aimed them darts at Trump, they missed, and now they ain't gonna have to. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. all in the game of politics. And he's not done. He's going to take down a lot of them that came after him. Yeah, he's coming after a lot of them folks. So I don't feel sorry for none of them because I don't care nothing about no politics and stuff like that anymore. But yeah, that's messed up. We'll see what that happens. But Israel has raided Gaza. They have sent their troops into Gaza. They're about to get those Palestinians out of Gaza. At this point now, we don't know what's going to happen to them people. They're already starving. They said they've already issued a famine. They've already officially declared a famine going on in Gaza right now. And they said this is the first ever official famine declared in the Middle East. So now Israel is about to go in there and clean out Gaza. They're about to wipe them Palestinians out of Gaza. So I don't see how there's going to be a two-state solution at this point. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, they're clearing out the Palestinian presence at Gaza right now. And that's going to initiate a response, most definitely. But we'll see how that goes. What else is happening? The Hurricane Aaron, I don't think it's done too much damage. People were actually sitting by the beach watching the ocean in anticipation of Hurricane Aaron. You see how people got nerves of steel. I'm telling you, they got nerves of steel. They told them to do not be out there on the beach by the ocean because Hurricane Aaron is about to make landfall at any time. And then they showing these people on the news just sitting in their beach chairs and their lawn chairs, just watching the ocean, seeing what Aaron does. I don't understand. I don't understand I really don't. But yeah, they actually show people just watching a hurricane form, or watching the ocean as the hurricane is about to approach. Where am I going? Oh, but yeah. Then what else? I think that's about it. That's all that's really happening. That's major. I can't think of anything else, but I'm about to head up here. I'm about to get out in a minute, but it's the weekend. Y'all be safe out here. Until then, praise the Lord. We are, getting some of this heat away from out here in Kansas City. It's been 100 degrees in Kansas City for the past 3 or 4 days, and so we're getting a little bit of reprieve from this heat. So, all right, y'all. I will be back later on tonight. See what else is happening in the news, but yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and Trump did say that the things that they're doing up in D.C. with the federal police and the National Guard and things like that, he said that it will be coming to a city near you. And he was talking about it's going to be probably Chicago. I think they already got troops in L.A. He said something about Cincinnati, Chicago, Miami, Oakland. He did say Oakland. And it is awful funny. These are predominantly black cities. But, yeah, that's where he said that he's going to send troops into. Well, something does need to be done about Chicago. And I don't care. I mean, they got illegals and, gangs and stuff up in Chicago. Something does need to be done about that, up there. And Trump did say that he was going to send National Guard into Chicago to get rid of a lot of the crime and those homicides. My God, Chicago got the worst homicide rates in the country. So Trump said that he was going to send National Guard up there years ago. So this is not something new. Washington, D.C., yeah, he pretty much took over that city. I told y'all what Trump was going to do. It's just like how Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un and Xi Jinping, they all have their headquartered cities. And Washington, D.C., as president of the United States, that is Trump's headquarters. That is the capital city of his country. So, yeah, he's going to clean that up first. But he said he's going to do other countries. Just think about it like this. Trump went up there and he got all that police presence up in D.C., all that law enforcement up there on every level, federal, state, local. But you got to think about it like this. With Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin and them, let's think about Kim Jong-un. Somebody go to Seoul, Korea, or is it Pyongyang, or wherever. Go to his principal city, his capital city, trying to cut up and see what happened to them. Let one of them citizens get out of pocket up there in North Korea with Kim Jong-un and see what happened to them. You can't even listen to certain kind of music in North Korea. They'll kill you. When they say you listen to K-pop, they'll kill you in North Korea. If you eat hot dogs or something, they'll kill you in North Korea. Kim Jong-un ain't playing no games. But anyway, that's how they rule with an iron fist. And they saying, oh, Trump just want to be a dictator. And no, they saying that, he's trying to be like Putin and Kim Jong-un and Xi Jinping. But that's how they do. They have the entire cities that they have complete control of. But yeah, that's Trump. I do believe, like I told y'all in another video, Trump is going to expand that probably to other cities, and Chicago being one of the main ones because of the crime that's taking place in Chicago. But yeah, he said that, but he really needs to focus on. And then, the cartel. They said something about the American military is down in the cartel. In Mexico, taking the cartel to war. Now, Mexico has Mexico is no match for America. America will easily defeat the cartel down in Mexico, because Mexico is not militarily a superpower at all. So they said that the American troops are down there in Mexico fighting the cartel to stop this fentanyl opioid epidemic that's killing so many millions of Americans. And Russia, they said, bombed an American factory or something in Ukraine, I believe. So Russia is actually hitting American targets in Ukraine now. So that's why they said America has now started back to supplying Ukraine with more weapons. We never stopped giving them weapons, but now Trump and them are giving Zelensky and Ukraine more weapons now, because Russia actually hit an American factory, I think, in Ukraine. That's an outright declaration of war. I'm telling y'all, I done told y'all, Putin is not scared of America. Russia and Putin is not scared, because they know they got China and they got China and Iran on their side. They ain't scared. They ain't never scared. 435. Do I get off? I think I get off here. They ain't never scared. Them boys is not scared. Them Russians ain't scared at all. They're like, please, we wish y'all would. So they've hit an American factory, and that's a message to Trump. That is Putin's direct message to Trump and Zelensky, like, bring it. So we'll see how that turns out. They said on the radio, or was it Telegram I read? No, that was on the YouTube. I think it was Global Rapture Watchers, Chris Easton. He said something about Trump made some type of veiled threat, it's a direct threat. He said Trump made a direct threat to bomb Moscow. And see, when you make them type of threats to Russia under the leadership of Vladimir Putin and his top aide Medvedev, who was the former president of Russia, they take that seriously, and that's probably why they bombed that factory. So I think my GPS is not telling me where to go, so I'm gonna have to get off here, y'all. But yeah, I forgot. Russia has hit an American target in Ukraine. That to me is a declaration of war. Oh, and they said that Zaporizhzhia area with their nuclear power plant, which is the largest power plant in Europe, they said it lost power a couple of days ago. I don't know if it has gained power yet, but if they blow that power plant up, they said that will affect the whole entire Europe. And I would not bet I would bet dollars to donuts that Russia might hit that power plant, because Europe is trying to help Ukraine in the war against Russia. So don't be surprised, they might hit that Zaporizhzhia power plant just to, attack Europe. So we'll see how how that goes, y'all. But they said World War III is imminent. So, all right, y'all. Like I said, be safe this weekend. And I may be back later on tonight. God bless you all.